Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We've got some big news to discuss today, and it's something that's shaking the Roloff family and their fans to the core. Tori and Zach Roloff, stars of the hit reality show Little People, Big World, have made an unexpected announcement. They've decided to get a divorce. We know this news is shocking to many of you, especially considering their public journey together. But what exactly led to this decision? Let's break it all down. Tori and Zach have been one of the most beloved couples on Little People, Big World. Fans have watched their relationship evolve over the years, from their sweet romance to their growing family, with kids Jackson and Leela. They've become fan favorites, always supporting each other through life's ups and downs. But what happens when the storybook love that fans adore starts to unravel behind the scenes? So, let's talk about the announcement and what led to this shocking divorce. We're going to dive into everything that's been happening behind closed doors and explore the possible reasons for the split. It all started with a post from Tori Roloff. In an emotional Instagram post, she shared a message that stunned fans. The couple had been navigating some tough times, but no one saw this coming. Tori expressed deep sorrow and heartache as she revealed that after years of challenges, she and Zach had made the decision to divorce. Tori wrote, "This wasn't an easy decision, and it breaks my heart to share it with the world, but after much thought, Zach and I have decided to go our separate ways. We've spent many years trying to make it work, and sometimes love isn't enough. Please respect our privacy during this difficult time." This came as a huge shock to fans who had always seen Tori and Zach as a solid couple, even amid the challenges of raising kids with dwarfism and navigating their unique family dynamics. But as we've seen before, even the happiest of couples can face hardships that we may not know about. Now, the big question everyone is asking: what went wrong? After all, Tori and Zach seemed to have a strong bond, and they often expressed how much they loved each other. So, what led to this shocking divorce announcement? First off, we have to acknowledge that relationships, even those in the spotlight, are complex. It's easy to see a happy family on TV and think everything is perfect, but the reality is often much different. One of the main challenges that Tori and Zach faced was the strain of raising two children with special needs. Their son Jackson was born with achondroplasia, the same form of dwarfism that Zach has. They've been incredibly open about the challenges of raising a child with dwarfism, and Jackson's health and well-being have always been a priority for the couple. But it's no secret that parenting a child with special needs can put a strain on even the strongest relationships. It requires a lot of patience, emotional energy, and sometimes even a toll on mental health. Tori and Zach have faced these challenges head-on, but no one knows how deeply it's affected their relationship until now. Over the years, we've seen Tori and Zach's efforts to make sure Jackson and later Leela have the best opportunities and are given all the love and support they need. But it's important to note that as much as they've handled their parenting challenges together, it doesn't make the personal strain any easier. Another factor that likely contributed to the breakup is the pressure of living life under the public microscope. Being on a reality TV show means that your personal life is constantly being scrutinized, and that's not easy for anyone. Zach and Tori have had their share of ups and downs, from family drama to their own private struggles. The reality is that living in the public eye for over a decade is bound to take a toll on a relationship. In addition to the challenges of parenting, there have been tensions within the Roloff family that may have added to the strain on Zach and Tori's relationship. As many fans know, there has been ongoing tension between Zach and his parents, Matt and Amy Roloff. The rift between Zach and his father, Matt, has been particularly noticeable over the years, especially when it comes to the family farm. Zach was hoping to take over the farm, but there were disagreements, and ultimately, Matt made the decision to sell part of the farm. This strained their relationship even more. Tori has also faced her own challenges with her in-laws. It's clear that there's been some tension in the family, and while we don't know all the details, it's possible that the strain of the family dynamics contributed to the couple's decision to divorce. Family drama can often affect your personal life, and it's been no secret that the Roloff family has had its fair share of disagreements. So, what does the future hold for Tori and Zach? Will they remain friendly co-parents, or will the divorce cause a permanent rift? At this point, we can't say for sure, but we do know that both have expressed a desire to put their children first and prioritize their well-being. Despite their personal struggles, both Tori and Zach have made it clear that they will continue to co-parent their two young children, Jackson and Leela, with love and respect. We've seen how committed they are to their kids, and we're hopeful that they'll be able to work together for their sake. As for the future of Little People, Big World, there's no word yet on whether the show will continue with the Roloff family, or if Tori and Zach will be involved moving forward. Given the current situation, it's possible that we might see less of them on the show, but we'll have to wait and see. The public reaction to this announcement has been mixed. Fans of the show are heartbroken, but many are also respecting their decision. Tori and Zach have been so open about their lives, and now that they've made this choice, it's clear they feel it's the right thing for them and their family. Some fans have expressed their shock and sadness, while others are offering their support, wishing them both the best as they move forward with their lives. There are also some who are questioning the future of the Roloff family dynamics and what this means for the family's legacy on TV. One thing's for sure, Tori and Zach have always been transparent with their fans, and while this divorce is heartbreaking for many, we have to respect their decision to do what's best for their own well-being. So there you have it, everyone. Tori and Zach Roloff's divorce announcement is definitely one that caught fans off guard. While we may never know the full details of what led to this decision, we can only wish them both the best as they navigate this difficult chapter in their lives. They've been through so much together, and no matter what, their love for their children will always be a priority. What do you think about the news? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on the Roloff family and all the latest news from the world of reality TV. After years of speculation, the moment has finally arrived. Karen Chandler and Matt Roloff, beloved stars of Little People, Big World, have officially announced their divorce. Fans of the show and followers of the Roloff family have watched their relationship evolve, from sparks flying to challenges that seemed too big to overcome. But the question remains, why now? Why did this once promising relationship come to an end? Today, we're going to dive deep into their story, exploring the timeline, the reasons, and what might have led to this shocking announcement. If you're a fan of the Roloff family, you've probably been following the highs and lows of Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler's relationship for years. It seems like just yesterday they were inseparable, sharing their journey on Little People, Big World, but now we've received confirmation that the couple has decided to part ways. Today, we'll explore the timeline of their relationship, the factors that may have contributed to their decision, and ultimately, what led to their divorce. Before we get to the divorce, let's rewind a bit. Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler's journey began on Little People, Big World. Fans were introduced to Karen in 2015, when she worked as the farm manager on the Roloff family's property in Oregon. Karen quickly became a fan favorite, and her chemistry with Matt was undeniable. The two began dating after Matt's divorce from Amy Roloff in 2016, and their relationship blossomed on-screen. On the show, we saw Matt and Karen develop a close bond, helping one another with family events, farm activities, and of course, spending time with Matt's kids. It was clear they had a deep connection, which eventually led to them becoming a couple. Fans were thrilled to see Matt find love again after his divorce from Amy, and many of us believed that they could build a lasting future together. However, the road wasn't always smooth for Matt and Karen. While they appeared happy on the surface, challenges began to surface, both on and off the screen. As we all know, being in the public eye can bring an extra layer of stress to a relationship, and Matt and Karen's romance was no exception. Throughout the years, we saw glimpses of tension between the couple. Whether it was disagreements over the direction of the farm or Karen's strained relationship with Matt's children, things weren't always easy. The Roloff kids, especially Zach, had voiced concerns about Karen and Matt's relationship from the start. They were unsure about the idea of their father moving on so soon after his divorce from Amy, and although Matt and Karen did their best to show a united front, it was clear there were underlying issues. The farm, which had always been a central part of the Roloff family dynamic, also played a role in the strain on their relationship. While Matt was focused on expanding his business and maintaining the farm, Karen had her own visions and goals. There were multiple times when their differing priorities created friction. And of course, the issue of the Roloff family farm became even more complicated when Matt decided to put the property up for sale in 2020. It left many wondering how it would affect the family's future. Then, in a shocking turn of events, Matt and Karen made their divorce announcement. After months of speculation, they confirmed the end of their relationship, leaving fans both heartbroken and confused. But what led to this? Let's break it down. Matt and Karen's announcement came as a surprise to many, but there had been signs in the past few years that the relationship was facing challenges. In their joint statement, they expressed their mutual respect and care for one another, but they also admitted that the pressures of public life, as well as personal differences, had taken a toll. It's clear that while they tried to make it work, the cracks were too deep to mend. So what were the main reasons behind Matt and Karen's split? Let's examine the factors that likely contributed to their decision. First, there were the family tensions, particularly with Matt's children. As we mentioned earlier, Matt's kids were never fully on board with their dad's relationship with Karen. Zach, in particular, had been outspoken about his concerns. His loyalty to his mother, Amy, and his desire for family unity may have created an emotional rift that was hard to overcome. Family dynamics are never easy, especially when new partners enter the picture. Another factor was their differing life goals. Karen, who had built a life away from the farm before meeting Matt, had her own aspirations. Matt, on the other hand, remained deeply connected to the Roloff property and seemed determined to keep it as part of his legacy. Over time, it became evident that their visions for the future didn't always align. Being on a reality TV show comes with its own set of challenges, especially when you're dealing with a high-profile relationship. Matt and Karen had to navigate public scrutiny at every step, from their relationship with Amy to dealing with accusations from fans and critics. The pressure of living under a microscope can weigh heavily on any couple. Now that the divorce is official, what's next for both Matt and Karen? Will they remain friends, or will this be the end of their connection? Only time will tell. Both Matt and Karen have expressed that they're committed to continuing with their individual lives. Karen has been seen spending more time with her family, and Matt has been focusing on his farm and his personal projects. It's clear that they'll both be moving forward, but the legacy of their time together on Little People, Big World will forever be a part of their story. As the dust settles after their announcement, fans of the Roloff family are left to process the news. While their journey together may have come to an end, the impact they had on viewers and on each other's lives remains undeniable. For now, we can only wish Matt and Karen the best as they move forward on their separate paths. If you're a fan of the Roloff family, you know that their journey has been full of ups and downs, but today we're talking about something that has rocked the Roloff world: Amy Roloff's recent divorce announcement. After years of marriage, Amy has decided to part ways with her second husband, Marek. But what led to this? What happened between Amy and Chris? Why the divorce now? In today's video, we're diving into everything you need to know about this sudden announcement, the history behind it, and what this means for Amy's future. Stick around as we unravel the story. Music fades before we get into the details. Let's quickly go over who Amy Roloff is for those of you who might not be familiar. Amy is one of the stars of the popular reality TV show Little People, Big World. Along with her ex-husband Matt Roloff, she raised 4 children on their farm in Oregon, which became the heart of the show. The Roloff family became a household name when the series first premiered in 2006, showing the everyday life of a family where both parents are little people and their kids have a variety of different experiences growing up with that dynamic. Over the years, we've seen them face challenges, both personal and professional, but Amy was always a fan favorite for her warmth, resilience, and dedication to her family. However, after 26 years of marriage, Amy and Matt made the difficult decision to divorce in 2015. Despite the breakup, the two remained amicable and continued to co-parent their kids, even maintaining a business partnership on the Roloff farm. In 2016, Amy introduced her new partner, Marek, to the world. Amy and Chris seemed like a perfect match. He was supportive, caring, and seemingly understood the complexities of Amy's life. Their relationship was often highlighted on Little People, Big World, and it seemed like things were progressing nicely. The couple got engaged in 2019, and by 2021, they were married in a beautiful ceremony in Oregon. For many fans, it was a moment of happiness and edge. They were very public about their love and the joy they found in each other's company. Amy, who had previously been in a marriage with Matt that ended in divorce, seemed to have found her soulmate in Chris. Together, they seemed to live a quieter, more peaceful life away from the drama of their past. They were known for their travel adventures, their passion for real estate, and their shared love for the outdoor. But in a surprising turn of events, Amy Roloff recently made a heartbreaking announcement. She and Marek have decided to divorce. The news took many fans by surprise, especially since everything seemed so perfect for the couple. So what went wrong, Soapty? Amy took to social media to share the news with her fans. In a heartfelt post, she explained that after much consideration, she and Chris had decided to part ways. She thanked her followers for their support over the years, and though it was a difficult decision, she expressed hope for the future and her intention to continue living a happy and fulfilled life. But why the divorce? What led to this unexpected split after just a few years of marriage? There are several factors that may have contributed to Amy and Chris's decision to divorce. While neither Amy nor Chris have publicly detailed the exact reasons for their separation, there are a few possible explanations based on their personal lives and the dynamics of their relationship. Being in the public eye is no easy task. From the pressure of filming Little People, Big World, to the constant scrutiny of their relationship, it's easy to see how stress can creep into a marriage. Even though Amy and Chris seem to be living a more private life, the constant attention from fans and the media could have created tension. Perhaps the weight of public expectations was just too much for their relationship to bear. As Amy and Chris continued their journey together, it's possible that their personal goals and aspirations began to shift in different directions. Over time, couples can grow apart as their lifestyles and priorities evolve. Amy has always been deeply committed to her family, her farm, and her personal ventures, while Chris is more focused on real estate and travel. It's not uncommon for couples to find that their paths no longer align as they grow older, and this could have been a contributing factor to their decision. Amy and Chris, like any other couple, would have faced their own set of challenges when it comes to communication. Being open and honest about emotions, expectations, and concerns is key to maintaining a healthy relationship. If either of them felt that their needs weren't being met, or if they struggled with effectively communicating their feelings, it could have created emotional distance over time. Amy has been through a lot in her life, from her long marriage to Matt, to her struggles with balancing family, career, and personal growth. It's possible that some of her past emotional baggage played a role in her relationship with Chris. Even though she may have been ready for a fresh start after her divorce from Matt, old habits and unresolved emotions could have crept into her second marriage. It's essential to understand that sometimes people need more time to fully heal from previous relationships, and that healing process can sometimes affect a new partnership. The divorce is not only a life-altering decision for Amy and Chris, but it also impacts their family and the many fans who have followed their journey over the years. Amy's children, who have seen their mother go through a divorce before, have likely been affected by this latest announcement. Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob have always been supportive of their mother, but navigating a second divorce could bring up mixed emotions. They've seen both the highs and lows of their mother's relationships, and as a family, they will no doubt rally around her as she moves forward. It's important to remember that families are resilient, and even though this is a difficult moment for Amy, her children will support her in whatever comes next. Fans who have followed Amy's life on Little People, Big World were also deeply affected by the news. For many, it felt like they had become a part of the Roloff family over the years. The Roloffs have always been transparent about their lives, and fans have shared in their triumphs and tribulations. The divorce announcement left many wondering what had happened behind closed doors and why things fell apart so suddenly.